Yeah. Hello. Good evening, everyone, depending on where you are listening to us from. And today is day 45 of our 50-day challenge. Yesterday, we're very honored. I'm personally honored to have Henry join us on this call. Yeah. So as the title says, the art of mastery. Ah, I don't know if I should talk about mastery or I should just go ahead with what we have in the description. But my basic understanding of mastery is you doing it without failing. And I don't want to use the word failing, but it looks like that is what we usually use in the common terms. So I will just go ahead to use that word. But from the beginning of or the last session of this scale up challenge, we've agreed that failing is actually not a bad thing. Yeah, it's just a result of what it's just giving you a result. Yeah, so I would have preferred to use a different word than failing, but mastery is when you gain control over a particular set of action. You do it smooth and perfectly. Yeah, so today we'll be talking about a few things, and I'm taking you to Japan this time. What I want to talk about is the Shokunin mindset, and this is something that has been developed for a very long time, and it has worked. So the Shokunin mindset has to do with Japanese craftsmanship culture, where a craftsman, usually an artisan, works not for money, but they are just dedicated to the mastery of a piece of item, and then the pride is in the work. So this one has to do with the philosophy of excellence. So that is what they work for. Now, am I saying that if you are working, you shouldn't aim at money? You have to get your financial needs. So meaning that you can't steal, you have to gain them legally. But what I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of currencies in the world, of which money is one. Networking is another. Like there are countless, not countless, probably at least about 7 or 10 of them current currencies. Money is the least of them. So money shouldn't be your ultimate focus. Yeah, so aim at bigger things, and the world will definitely reward you with financial um, gains. Now, in the samurai era, what happened is that this is a true reflection of a lifetime improvement, because when you look at even the world wars, how people fought, especially the Japanese, they I think there was a time that the more you kill them, the more they even start getting closer. They just want the work to be done. Yeah, and nobody knew what was motivating these guys. Yeah, I would not want to talk more about the World War, especially knowing that they were affected by the Hiroshima and Nagasaki kind of blast that's so fatal. I will not want to talk about it. Sorry, I had to even mention that. So my key point here is that good enough is never enough. You have to refine and then improve. Repeating it is part of the process. You do it, you fail, you keep doing it. You do it, you fail, you keep doing it. Make it a loop forever until you gain mastery over it. So, how do we do this? Treat every task as an opportunity to master your craft, and then doing excellent work. Keep watching what you are doing. Set a high standard. Yeah, don't feel like, okay, if I'm able to get 40% or 50%, that is a pass. No, set a high standard and then take responsibility. The next one that watching from the description, the next one that I want us to talk about is the Wabi-Sabi um philosophy. Should I call it philosophy? Yeah. Yeah, the Wabi-Sabi philosophy. So the Wabi-Sabi is coming from two words, Wabi and then Sabi, which has to do with imperfection and then um, growth. So what do you do when you are reviewing your code in the Wabi-Sabi? You don't look for perfect code, but what you have to do is that is the code or is what I have, are my designs reflecting my thoughts? Because yeah, AIs and the likes are there to assist you, but they have to reflect your thought. Yeah, and then is it functional in a way that I want it to be? Then why does this matter? So there's a shift from perfect syntax to clarity and then intention. So what do I want to do? What is my intention? I am not focusing on getting a perfect code. You are not focused on getting the most optimized code. And then you have to have empathy over ego because at this point, you are not even looking for perfection. You are just looking for something that reflects your thoughts. And this helps young talents develop the most. So when you look at how early starters or those who just entered the tech space start writing codes, they don't apply a lot of DSAs or those design patterns and a lot of things when they are writing. But the key focus is their thoughts have to be reflected in what they are doing. Then later on, someone will have to go back and work on those legacy, those legacy code. Key point, clever solutions and be committed to the experiment. Okay. Now, the next one, continuous learning, continuous improvement. This is one of the things that I value the most. And the Kaizen Sprint has to do with small and steady changes. You don't focus on the big things, small things. Example, you have a lot of projects that are untitled, untitled one, untitled two, final project one, final project one, final project two. No, focus on the little things, improve your speed, clarity, and the usability of things, your workflow, tweak things. So, example, remove just some little things. So the Kaiser, you're also not looking at perfection. You're also not looking at speed, but you're looking at little things that can change a lot. An example is the Google delay. When Google, sorry, the Google Gmail rather, yeah, Gmail has this feature where you can delay the emails you send. Before knowing this, a lot of years back, anytime I want to send an email, I'm always scared. So you have to send this email and later on have to come back and then do some corrections. And once you send an email, you can't delete it from the person. This was before superheroes and the likes came in. So what I'm saying now, there are other extensions and the likes that people can even when they send you an email, they can delete the email. But with the normal email senders, when you send an email, unless the person deletes it, you can't delete from the inbox of the person. So, which means that if you're sending um, an email to someone, it must be perfect. So, and Google Gmail just did something small. What did they do? So, when you click on send, you have the option to allow the email to delay for 30 seconds. That looks so small, but that is one of their most liked features. A lot of people don't even know that feature exists, but that happens to be one of their most liked features. That feature remove anxiety and tension from personally. There are times that when I want to send an email, I'm like, you read it really throughout, and you're like, if you send it, you can't make changes. Yeah, but the 30 seconds. And there's a research that also shows that whenever people send emails, um, in 15 seconds, they feel like, no, we have to take that email back and do some changes to it. Yeah, update your LinkedIn header, your LinkedIn banner, those kind of things. They are little, they are very little, but they can have great effects um, on you. Someone's message is someone sending you a message, it's overdue, you go back. It's just a little thing, but it has great effect. So it has they just have great ripple effects on you. Another one also is the like button. When you look at the entire Facebook or social media, the like button is something so small, but I'm sure without a like button, social media wouldn't have gotten to this place. Yeah, so that is what I have to say about the Kaizen. The last thing I want to talk about for today is your tools. So today I'm having a mindset of a samurai. Today I'm in Japan. Um, the samurais believe that your sword is an extension of you. Yeah, so that's how come they spend a lot of time sharpening their swords, making sure their swords are always in the best of shape. And yeah, they just believe your sword is an extension of you, so you have to treat it as yourself. The same way as someone in the tech space or someone in a space that tech has an impact on, your tools are an extension of you. If you keep using one tool for a while and you change to another tool, you notice that you keep applying certain shortcuts and the likes, and they are not working. And um, if you are working with one tool, it is just best that you keep the tool in the best shape. An example is set your own shortcut, position icons at vantage points that even without thinking, you can just go and then click on them. IDs and some other products try to do these things for us by number one, they themselves setting out shortcuts. Number two, they themselves setting most used icons at some other parts. But you can equally do these things yourself and then getting some code snippets. If you realize that, okay, you always import some 10 libraries or frameworks or anything whenever you are going to work, you can just get a snippet of them, copy, paste. It saves you at least 10 seconds of you typing all this over. So you can customize your ID, you can customize your ID, keep your workspace neat, and then there's a ritual. Yeah, I call it the startup ritual, which is um, setting up your session with specific music or environment. Yeah. So sometimes some people when they get to office, the first thing they do is to check their email, they get their to-do list done. It's more like a ritual that they follow, and it makes work very easy for them. Everything becomes a little automated and they are not frustrated. Okay, than other people who get to work and then, okay, so what am I coming to do today? Then every day comes with a new style. It depends on what works for you, but the basic idea is for you to get a ritual. But remember not to die in that loop of being in a ritual. And then also daily maintenance. This is very important. So trying to maintain your activities is also very important. Today, I feel like I have few things in my head and I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, I've been trying to work on few, and anytime I say I've been trying to work on few, my team was like, okay, it's highly it's a coded term. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to for today. See you tomorrow. Remember to check the description and then share your comments. No one has shared comments so far. Tell us something. Yeah, you can tell me early. Your thoughts are so whack. Go and read before coming. Thank you very much. See you another time. Bye.